Let's just check the stream. Make sure everything's working. Beep-a-dabba-dee-ba-dabba-doo. Can you guys both say something?
Check, check,
Can
check.
you guys both say something?
Check, check,
Can
check.
you guys both say something?
Check,
I don't hear
check,
you,
check.
Jeff.
Something.
Okay, cool.
I
don't hear you,
Sweet.
Jeff. All right, let me go ahead and mute my stream so I'm not hearing myself. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back, Skexy Suckers, to another episode of Dungeons & Dragons. This is a one-shot that we whipped up pretty quickly because, unfortunately, our whole party is not available today. In the honor of one of our favorite video games from days of yore, aka the original God of War series, I've whipped up something special for the boys, and because we didn't have just one available but two, I kind of played a little bit with making things some twins, and we have, in fact, a God of War inspired fight with Kratos and his identical twin brother Trakos, which I have done my best to mock up in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. The gentlemen are currently reading through the details of the Blades of Chaos, which I whipped up as an item in Dungeons and Dragons. It's a pretty interesting item, which combines the ability of normal attacks and heavy attacks, and a bunch of different crazy damage and attacks that they can do. We'll just pull up one of the character sheets in game here so y'all can kind of see how that works. But you can see all the different attacks that they can choose during combat, which all have different effects. It's all spelled out pretty deep in the character sheet. So they're taking some time to look over that because I kind of just sprang this on them kind of last minute. But I'm going to go ahead and move everybody to the game page where we're playing. And you should now see... oh, I turn on... Hang on, dynamic lighting on, daylight mode on, update when token drop on, save. And then I gotta give you guys vision here. Stand by. So the Blades of Chaos themselves, in addition to everything else that it says, they emit their own radius of 20 foot of bright light and 20 additional feet of dim light. So that is your source of light in the world. As our story begins with the two of you trudging through the ancient frozen wastelands of the peaks of Mount Olympus. And as you are passing through the frozen path that leads you on your quest home from having ascended to the rank of War General, a role you share as a duo, you come upon an ancient, ruined town settlement of some kind. Crumbled stone walls litter both sides of the path, and a dank, dark chill curls through your bones as you continue heading your way south.
Sorry, I'm just absorbing.
Yeah, I know. There's a bit. There's a bit. I recognize.
Okay, so we're trudging along, and Twinsies, right?
Yep,
And that's snow on the ground, so it's cold.
it is.
And you said we noticed a dank chill. So I heard half of that.
Yeah. So a dank, dark, chilling, eerie feeling just kind of spikes its way through your bones as you enter the vicinity of this ruined settlement.
Right on the outskirts. Okay. And I'm Kratos, and he's Trakos.
Correct. You should only have access to one sheet each.
Okay. Oh, Trakos. I think it's that time again.
Zach, are you
Zach, you're
muted
muted.
again?
Yes, I believe we're walking into something here.
What do you say? For old time's sake, I'll take the left, you take the right.
Sounds good.
And so, being twins and being not stupid, even if we're splitting up a little bit, we never fully split up. We're always within range of each other's blades of chaos, just in case.
Yep. And in range of each other's shouts or words.
Yep. Do I have
Wonderful.
another... Hold on. Okay, so raging is bonus action. I see.
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, you guys are just level 15 barbarians, but there's the fun God of War aspect to your Blades of
Oh, of
Chaos.
course. I've never actually played a barbarian, so I'm...
So yeah, so you can enter a rage as a barbarian, which gives you bonus damage to all your damage. As long as you remain raging, you stay raging as long as you've dealt or received damage the previous turn. That's
Gotcha.
the basic mechanics, and you can enter a rage as a bonus action.
You gave a sentinel.
Oh yeah, you guys are tough. You're strong and tough.
And well, and looking at some of these attacks that cause movement, do they provoke attacks of opportunity if you move?
So the way attacks of opportunity work is the character has to use its movement. So you can't just push someone into an attack of opportunity. They have to have their movement used in order to provoke. That's a mechanic to the game.
Gotcha.
Even if like say I were to push somebody past
Yeah,
him.
the rules as written read when an enemy moves. So the keyword is move.
Instead of is move.
Yeah, the purpose of attacks of opportunity are sort of an aggro system to D&D to de-incentivize an enemy from just targeting whoever they want if they're already engaged in combat. That's kind of the whole point. So crowd control movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. That would kind of defeat the purpose.
Okay, so with these runes, that means that when you use one of it, let's say I have a normal and a heavy rune on the weapon, that means from the normal list I can choose any of those abilities to use in a turn of combat, but then that rune is consumed or a charge is consumed on it.
Yeah, so the idea is that the way the character's built, throughout the life of a long-term campaign, you would sort of shift into having different attacks available and augmented as time progresses. For purposes of now, in this one combat that we're getting into, um, you would sort of you would set yourself with a normal and whatever you're selecting for your normal and heavy attacks for this combat. And in that sense, you could both have different stuff.
So,
And I'll allow a little table talk since it's brand new. If you guys wanted to coordinate your runic choices with each other for synergy.
so we need to declare our runic choices now, or we
Yeah,
choose from that entire. Okay.
yeah. You have the whole list to pick from, but declare what's active in your weapons at this stage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I figure we would be traveling together, so we would know what each other would have
Yeah,
active anyway.
for purposes of making it fun, because it's a one shot. I'm not gonna, you know, no table talk. No, just like have a good time with it. So the blades basically you can have two runes active at any given time, one normal and one heavy attack. So it takes 5 minutes to reconfigure the installed runes. That's how that works. If you can sit for 5 minutes, you can change whatever attacks you have available. And then while they're installed, you can activate them during your turn, allowing you to perform the empowered attacks. You can use a normal attack rune up to 5 times, and heavy attack runes can be used twice. And then when you short rest, you get all your. So that's kind of like instead of spells, you get like these 7 total actions that augment your attacks. Does that make sense, Jeff?
5 and 2, you said, right?
5 and 2 uses, but you pick one of each from the list to start this combat with. And if during the course of the game you get 5 minutes to reconfigure them, then you have the option to do so if you wish. though you still need a short rest to get your charges back.
That was gonna be my next question. Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna go with Blast of Hephaestus for my normal attack.
Hmm.
Oh, this is so fun.
It's really cool, right?
Which one did you pick?
This is a really cool mechanic.
I put a lot of thought into this. I stole a little bit of it from work that someone else had done, but I made some modifications.
Which normal attack did you pick?
He picked Blast of Hephaestus.
I want Gift of Apollo or Meteoric Slam.
All right, I'm between Rampage of the Furies or what the hell was the other one? Spartan Charge.
Charge was the other one I was very closely considering.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Spartan Charge for my
Because
normal.
then we get some, knock enemies prone. That's not a heavy attack. I feel like Gift of Apollo is actually sneaky powerful, and I mean it's a one shot. Let's see. He's playing. It's 20-foot line. All right. Text. A 20-foot line is 4 squares directly in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for 2 rounds, whenever you damage a creature with the Blades of Chaos, so it could be 2 different creatures, 1 round to the next.
Yeah, the way it's written, any damage dealt to any creature with the Blades of Chaos.
I think I'm gonna go Gift of Apollo. That's
Yeah, in theory, Gift of Apollo could heal you for a considerable amount if used appropriately. Because your Blades of Chaos have the potential to do quite a bit of damage. Riveting content, the
oh, I
internet, I
see.
know.
So the runes augment the already base attack.
Yeah,
So you have a
you
runic
can just
normal and a runic
attack.
heavy. Okay.
Yeah, they
All
are
right.
like the if you read the top of the item handout, all of that is true. You get a +3 attack to attack and damage rolls made with the weapons. They deal an additional 1d fire damage. That just happens. When you make an attack roll, you make an attack roll for each weapon, dealing damage for both on a successful hit. Or excuse me, one attack roll for both weapons. So it's one attack, both hit, both get their damage. They have a range of 15 feet, so you have 15-foot range on your melee strikes. You can also throw one, which has a range of 15 feet, and then if you throw it successfully, they do a strength save, or it can be pulled up to 15 feet towards you. And then, in addition to all of that, you can activate your runes on your attacks as an option.
How many times? Okay, so we can range 5 times for long rest. Okay.
The 3d12 of Hyperion Slam is very appealing.
And if we frenzy, then we add a single melee weapon. Wow. There's going to be a lot of shit to keep track of.
Yeah, when you're frenzying, you get basically your extra attack for being barbarian, and then also a bonus action attack.
Oh, wow. Retaliation is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's like an offensive attack of opportunity.
Okay. So, you know what? I'm just going to go Glass Cannon. Gift of Apollo, if this is more than a one shot, would, I think, be a pretty obvious choice, but I'm going to go with Meteoric Slam, and I'm just going to be an AoE machine.
I'll take the Hyperion Slam.
Hang on, wait a second. Something's not right. Attack is your strength bonus plus your proficiency bonus. So that's the plus 12, that makes sense. The damage should be 2d6 plus 4 plus the magic, so that should be another plus 3. That wasn't right. There we go. Okay, now the Blades of Chaos are correct. I gotta fix that on the other character sheet. Trakos. I noticed a gap in how I built the Blades of Chaos on your character sheet. I just need to do that. Okay, all set. Everything should be all set.
So, Zach, what did you take again?
Spartan Charge and Hyperion Slam. So I moved them actually to the top of my, I guess, attack column, so I know which ones I picked, and I don't have to go looking for them.
Did you create a new? Oh, I see. I see. That's
Yeah, I just unlocked it and dragged it up.
So what did I say again? Hephaestus? No, that's Spartan Charge. And I said Meteoric Slam. So DC 19 is that's a difficulty check that they have to roll against on top of the normal weapon attack if I declare it, right?
You talking
And
about
it's a
what are you talking
the
about?
let's see, Blast of Hephaestus.
Where do you see DC 19? Just tell me what you're talking about so I can follow
On
along.
my character sheet for Kratos.
Yeah.
So I see Blast of Hephaestus Meteoric Slam, and for attack it says DC 19.
Same with Hyperion Slam.
Yeah, so that's because if you read those abilities, for example, Hyperion Slam, each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point within 15 feet of you
So it's
must
a
make a
DC 19 deck save.
exactly. Meteoric
Oh,
Slam is a dex save.
that's a high DC. Wow.
Blast of
That's
Hephaestus
badass.
is a dex save. Yeah.
Jesus. So okay, so one attack with the Blades of Chaos is plus 12 to hit, 2d6 plus 7 slashing, and that's just one attack.
That's just an attack, correct?
Okay, how many attacks do we get per round if we're
As
raging?
raging doesn't give you an extra attack. Rage just gives you
Oh, that's
your
just
it
the
gives you your
damage.
rage damage. which is a static +3 to all your damage. It's on your global damage modifier. You just check it when you're raging.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked hostile creatures since your last turn. Although I believe at level 15 that doesn't happen anymore because you have not mindless rage, persistent rage. So your rage doesn't end early if you don't get or deal damage. So once you rage, you're raging until you end it or go unconscious
Wow.
for a minute.
For a minute. Okay.
Yeah, it lasts a minute. So that's rage, but if you at level 5 you attack twice per
Frenzy.
turn, and then if you frenzy, you can also bonus attack. So you'll get essentially 3 attacks a turn if you're using your
So
bonus
if
attack
you're
as a frenzy.
if you're frenzied, 3 attacks per turn. So it's
Correct.
attack,
But remember, one of
extra
those
attack,
attacks is a
action.
bonus action. So anything that says use a bonus action would supersede your attack.
What else can we do as a bonus action? I haven't had time to.
I don't know. That was just a general statement.
Gotcha. Oh man, I'm so hoping for some opportunity of attacks. Okay. I think I know enough to make it work.
So
So
so you're using Spartan Charge and which?
I'm using Spartan
uh,
Charge.
I'm looking at Kratos. I just saw Spartan Charge at the
Blasphemy,
top.
Hephaestus, and Meteoric Slam.
Do you want me to move those to the top of your weapons list?
On my screen, they are now both at the top,
Oh,
as
okay.
is Blades of Chaos right under. And then
Oh,
it looks
okay.
like you have us with Battle Axe, Hand Axe, Javelin, just because.
Just because it's like standard barbarian pick stuff.
Okay. Oh, Unarmed Strike. That I don't think that matters yet. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready for this.
All right. So now that we've decided what runes are in your weapons, you guys begin fanning out, but not too far away. Um, Proceed. Actually, stop.
Yeah.
I know I said proceed, but literally stop right out. Zach, as you pass through that doorway, you see this. And actually, Jeff.
That's Jeff.
Oh yeah, I don't know who's who. Hang on. I'm gonna mark Jeff as
A little
blue
mark, yeah.
and Zach is red.
You just mark. Nope, backwards.
Okay.
So I see that.
Zach is red and Jeff is blue. Yes?
Okay. Yes.
Alright, so
Correct.
Jeff, you
Zach
see
red, Jeff
that.
blue. Okay.
But Zach, you
Um.
see that. And it sees you, it begins shambling toward you, and we can all roll initiative.
At advantage.
Oh wait, I gotta add the turn order. Okay, good.
I thought I toggled advantage. Did it roll twice?
It did not.
It's gonna hard to be beat us.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
20 on
Uh,
that.
so advantage or initiative doesn't typically roll with advantage. There's no toggle for initiative advantage.
I see. So you would just roll twice then
Yeah,
manually.
when you toggle advantage, it's just for like attack rolls and skill checks and stuff.
Wow.
All right, so Jeff Kratos has a 22.14, and Trakos has a 21.14, but the enemies also crit their initiative.
Okay.
So stand by here. Bum, 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 So, first things first. This thing shambles over to you. Blue is Jeff.
Yes.
Shambles over to Jeff and bites at you for 16.
Tied to the defender.
Tie goes to the defender. So that misses.
Oh,
Another one shambles over to you from around the corner and also bites at you, dealing 8 piercing damage.
well.
I believe while you're raging, you have resistance.
I don't think we were raging,
Ah,
right?
okay. That's true.
Because we didn't go first.
That's true. Because it does take a bonus action to rage. So, just as a note, you do have resistance to bludgeon, piercing, and slashing
While raging.
while raging.
Okay.
So, 8 piercing damage dealt to you. This thing shambles up to you, Zach, and will bite at you, hitting for
That's a
7
hit.
piercing damage. Then this one shambles up and also bites at you, hitting for 10 piercing damage.
Trakos, bring them together.
Bruh,
And this one
it's in
comes
here.
around the corner from this building and bites at you again, but misses. And then some more things happen. And some more things happen. Some more things happen. Don't even worry about it, dog. Da-da-da-dee. Okay. Yeah. So a bunch of chilling, dead, ghoulish figures have maneuvered into position and started biting at you. Kratos, you are up. That's Jeff.
This action rage.
Mm-hmm.
For my action, I want to disengage, which denies them attack of opportunity. Yes.
Disengage would be your action. Yep. No attack of opportunity.
All right, and then I'm gonna come stand
And then
back
you
to
have
back,
40 feet of movement. Yeah.
40 feet.
Yeah. Barbarians have extra movement.
That's juicy. Okay.
Cool. Trakos,
And
Zach.
the flexing is the rage icon.
Yeah, I'm just keeping track
I
of
love
stuff.
it. Okay, so that's one rage down. Looks like that's the only resource you really have to track, though.
Yeah,
Besides
that's
the
all
rage.
barbarians really have. Now you have that and the runic powers, but otherwise, usually barbarians just have rage.
Okay. Kratos, are you all done?
Yeah, his turn is over.
Yeah, it's my turn.
He's done all his actions.
Rage. Bonus action.
Okay, bonus action rage.
I'm gonna test the waters with these guys and just go for a standard Blades of Chaos attack. At the one to my, or I guess that would be my right.
Just ping it. Okay. So just standard attack.
Standard attack. Now I believe I get 2, correct?
Yes, extra attack allows you to attack twice.
Okay. Let me just toggle the rage.
Yeah, you toggle that in the character sheet for the bonus damage.
Done. Okay, and
I mean, assuming you hit, you have to hit first.
Sure.
17 will in fact hit. Not sure why it's outputting that.
Is
But anyway,
that the case?
no, that's not just a standard attack. That's the text, I think, of one of the other abilities. Yeah, that's Cyclone of Chaos
Yeah,
text.
Cyclone.
I don't know why it came out. So just ignore that. Anyway, you attack it and you deal 13 plus 6, 19 damage.
Wow, cool. All right, and do I roll that attack damage twice?
No, that's built in. So if you look at the Blades of Chaos on your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
their damage is 2d6 plus 7 slashing. But
Okay,
the
cool.
Blades of
So it's
Chaos
built in.
functionally are just a short sword, which is 1d6. So
That makes sense.
each time you roll damage, it's rolling both d6s.
Attack a second time for your extra attack as barbarian.
Yes, as a barbarian, you do get a second attack.
And then if you wanted to, if like let's say you had already raged the previous turn, then you could declare frenzy, and then your bonus action would give you a third attack.
Correct.
But how does
Yep.
it work with exhaustion after the frenzy wears off?
So,
So
exhaustion is a mechanic in D&D that I think reduces your movement and your carrying capacity.
okay,
There
So
are
if they're a
level
one shot,
there's
it's effectively moot.
Yeah, essentially. So level 1 exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2, your speed is halved. Level 3, your disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Level 4, hit point max is halved. Level 5, you have no speed, and level 6, you're dead.
does disadvantage on ability checks also include attacks based on
No.
strength?
No, ability check is not an attack roll. But also that won't, I don't think, take into effect until after your rage ends
Mm-hmm.
if you frenzy.
Okay.
Which is effectively just if we die.
Well, yeah, because at this stage, because you're level 15, your rage only ends either after a minute or after you end it intentionally. At low levels, you have to deal or receive damage to persist your rage.
So you have to.
I see.
Maintain it.
I forgot about the minute part.
Yeah.
So okay, so Zach can attack again on the same
Yes.
dude.
He can attack whoever he wants.
I will do so. The same guy.
Very good. A 31 will hit.
31.
You have a plus 12, my friend. And
This
you
is
rolled a
all we do.
natural.
We better be good at it.
You rolled a natural 19. 23 damage will dispatch the thing. It crumples into a re-dead heap of rotting flesh.
Kratos, they're rather squishy. We could take him out.
Draw them together. All right.
Anything else this turn?
No, I'll remain here.
No movement. Okay. All right. Round 2. Things happen. This one runs up on you and will claw at you. 17 hits.
Yes.
So you take 6 slashing damage, and I need you to make a DC 10 con save. Okay.
I have a +9 to con.
Since you're raging, that's only 3 slash. Because you have resistance to slashing.
Paralyzed.
This one will also claw at you. Critting. I'll need you to
Damn it.
make another con save, please.
Paralyzed is no joke.
You save, but you take. It deals 11 damage. That's resisted. So you take half of that. 5. And the third one will claw at you as well, but will miss. And then this one comes to here, comes to here, comes to here. This one's going to come to here and claw at you, Jeff, but misses.
I would like to use my reaction.
Sorry, say that again, Jeff?
Each one gets 2 attacks, or is one of those claws from The third dude that missed Zach.
Yeah, one of them's from the third dude that missed Zach. What'd you say about reaction?
I will use my reaction, retaliation, and make an attack against the nearest creature to me. I'll ping him.
Retaliation.
Good call.
When you take damage from a creature, so rules as written, that should have happened at the moment you took damage. But since you're just learning these characters, I'll let it happen. But in the future, you have to declare that as you take damage.
Can we stretch that back to my turn or just for Jim?
Well, you just took you haven't taken damage, Jeff.
I did on the previous turn.
Right. Well, this is still this turn. This turn,
I
Zach
see.
took damage, but he should have declared it before another attack happened.
Okay. Got it.
But I'll let it go because you guys are just learning barbarian. So go ahead and make your retaliation attack. That will hit. To whom are you attacking?
I think it was this one, right? The third one?
Well, you were clawed twice. So this one,
Was it that guy? Yeah.
this one, and this one both clawed you. This is the one that crit. So who are you retaliating?
Well, I guess that would make more sense. I'm more pissed off at the critted guy. So
Very good. So he
major crit.
takes 13, 16, 20 damage. I gotta move him to access that. Very good. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. These are gonna run. No, they're not gonna run. This one is gonna run though. 20, another 40. And that ends round 2. Kratos, you're up.
Okay, so we can only see these dudes. Do I have to declare frenzy at the beginning of the rage?
No, frenzy is a bonus action. You can enter a frenzy whenever you can use a bonus action.
There it is in the middle. Sorry, this font is really small.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, I misspoke. Frenzy is something to declare at your rage. When you enter a rage, you can choose to frenzy.
Ah, okay, so we can do it on the next rage then. Too.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Kratos, stay close.
let me take care of this one, and then you back away from the others.
Boy.
So, I'm going to. I'm just gonna do a couple of these with the one next to me.
That'll hit, and that'll crit. It's probably dead, but go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, nice.
And that's a brutal critical.
Yeah.
What is it? That rolls an extra die?
Yeah, so brutal
Man.
brutal critical would technically roll 2 more d6s.
Oh my.
Just roll them. Go ahead, roll them.
I wonder if I can fix that in your character sheet. It's interesting that we added brutal critical, but it's not.
So
And
that'd be 2 more
actually,
d6, right?
it's actually, hang on. At 9th level, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage of a critical hit, but it's 2 additional weapon damage die at 13th level. So technically, it's 4 more
4d6?
d6.
Oh my.
When you crit, you get 4 extra d6. So yeah, it's totally obliterated.
I say you he did.
It's a mushy pulp.
And then, okay, so dispatching this thing that, swiped at me like just some undead scum, I let out a giant Kratos-like rageful yell. And then say, Trakos, disengage, let them come.
You
And
just did 78 damage.
that was just 2 normal attacks. We still got runes cooking.
Yeah, crit is big.
Okay. Sentinel, what's Charger?
What did you say there, Kratos?
I'm just looking through all our abilities, make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, okay, okay. So that was my attack. Actually, I'm gonna move forward a step. Let me think about this. I told him to disengage, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here in what feels like a little more of a natural choke point, and hope that my brother in arms sees what I'm trying to accomplish. And that's my turn. Actually, hold on.
Okay.
You know what? I still have more movement than that. Let me do this. Edge of the map. All right. Now that's my turn.
All right. Okay. Trakos, you're up.
Okay, just reading my runes here real quick. The ones I chose. All right, I will disengage and move towards Kratos.
Okay. Disengage is your action. Move towards Kratos. Go ahead and move.
Roger that. I'm just reading. Oh no, Charger is okay. Dash action.
Okay. Is that it?
It is.
Very good. At the start of the next turn, you notice some additional undead, unsavory like characters reanimating from these little buildings. And some of the ghouls will run up, chasing after you. And this one will claw at you, Zach. Missing. And this one will also run up on you and claw at you.
Ouch.
Critting. So you'll need to do another con save.
Actually, I don't actually think we ever have to do con saves for this.
Why do you say
We have a
that?
plus. We have a +9 to con.
I mean, you could still roll a 1, and then it's an automatic fail.
I don't know
Oh,
if
okay.
I don't know if you can crit fail
It was,
saving throws. Actually,
yeah, because then it would be a minimum of 10 anyway.
let me see. A critical hit and an automatic miss are confined to spell attacks and weapon attacks that require an attack roll. So yeah, there's no auto fail on save throws.
So then he's right.
Yeah.
We don't
So
have
our
to roll.
for DC 10 con save.
Well, all right, that's good to know. I wish I had realized that myself. But you still take the 4 slashing damage from the crit.
Roger, Roger.
He can't quite make it. he can, and he will bite at you, missing. From around the corner, this guy is going to appear, and he is going to make two. He's going to attack once with a longsword at you, Jeff. 19 hits.
Reaction damage.
Okay. So you take 8 slashing damage, I think reduced to 4, and then you're reacting.
Probably a miss, isn't it?
14 will miss on the reaction. And then he's going to miss on his life drain.
Okay.
This guy runs up to here. This guy runs up to here. This guy runs up to here. Something happens off screen.
When does my reaction replenish?
You get 1 reaction per round of combat.
So a round is every single person has their turn.
Yeah,
right?
every time you go back to the top of initiative, that's a round.
So me using the failed reactionary damage on the monster's turn means if I tried to move on their turn and they hit me with an attack of opportunity, I would not be able to retaliate.
That's correct. You get 1 reaction. And that's true of things like the spell Shield and attacks of opportunity and all that stuff. Those all use your reaction. All right, Kratos, you are getting surrounded by ghouls. Pretend that there's a perimeter wall around the entire map. So
Yeah. Can I temporarily jump into this space and attack and then move back out so I'm not ending my turn there?
you can move, attack, and move. Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to. Meteoric Slam's going to hit. That would hit Zach, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use Blast of Hephaestus, and I'm going to. How does the cone attack work? It would be a cone in the direction of the thing that I attack, right? So if I'm on this space with Zach, then but I attack this white that the white that I see is the bigger threat than the ghoul, then the cone would look like cone would look like
You're doing Blast of Hephaestus.
yeah, so it's a 10-foot cone, right?
So a 10-foot cone aimed at what? Ping what you're aiming it at.
Hold on. Sorry, I need to get the main thing out. There we go.
Is that the heavy or the light attack?
Blast of Hephaestus is a light attack.
The heavy attack would hit you, and I'm not trying to do that right now.
So you're aiming a cone at that white.
Yeah, I just want to see what that cone would look like.
So that would look like.
Because I want to know if it makes sense to occupy the same space as Zach and do that, or if it makes sense to stay where I originally was. Okay, so yeah, so I would want to be here instead.
That's a 10-foot cone.
Okay, and if I stay on this spot here and I attack that, let me think about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in my original space then.
Okay.
Then I can hit 2 guys with. All right. So that 10-foot cone would hit this guy and this guy, but no one else. Correct? Or no, would it hit this guy too?
Hang on. I had the wrong tool selected. If you're trying to cone, yeah, you could cone. You could do a 10-foot cone like actually,
That would hit 3 of them.
it would probably be bigger than that, to be honest. I gotta remember. Hang on one sec. 5e draw cones. I gotta remember exactly how they look. So, a 10-foot cone. Basically, you draw that number of feet on one side of a not equilateral, but almost equilateral triangle. So a 10-foot cone could look like, from the center of your space, it could look like 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. So you could hit those three at most.
Okay. And that would that cone include attacks directed at the white, or would I have to actually direct it at the ghoul for that?
Oh, so it's Blast of Hephaestus just says all creatures within 10-foot cone of you must make a dex save.
Okay, so I can attack the white, but the cone still hits those 3. Right? Because like what I'm thinking is, if I'm standing where I am now and I attack the white head on, that cone might miss this dude right here.
So maybe I'm not making it clear. It's not that you make an attack and then also do Blast of Hephaestus in addition. It's you use your attack to perform Blast of Hephaestus.
Yes.
So there's no attack roll. You just do. It's like a spell.
Okay. Um, so the direction of the person that I'm attacking doesn't matter for the Blast of Hephaestus so much.
Yeah, because it's not like you have to make a successful attack roll on a target and then blast everybody. You just do Blast of Hephaestus in
Okay.
lieu of one of your attacks.
Okay, so all right, so I get 2 regular attacks against the white, and then a Blast of Hephaestus against those 3. Okay, going now.
Yeah. All right. So your bone, but you're not frenzied, so you don't get your bonus action.
I get no, it's only 2 attacks, 2 Blades of Chaos, and then Hephaestus, right? Attack, extra attack, and then
It's just it. Attack and extra attack. One of your attacks. So let me make it clear. Right now, you can swing your blades twice.
okay,
You can forego one of your attacks to instead perform one of your runes.
I see.
Yes, it's in lieu of an attack roll, you do the rune
In lieu of
instead.
an attack.
Some of the runes say make 3 attacks, but some of them just do a thing.
Okay, so 21 and then DC 19. Is that fair?
So 21 for your first attack roll, that will hit the white. Go ahead. And that'll be 18, 19, 20, 21, 25 damage to the white. And then those 3 need to make DC 19 dex saves. 1 white, 2 ghouls. So one of the ghouls takes half damage of 26.
Yes.
The other 2 take 26 damage. Bing, bing. You've obliterated the white and a ghoul.
Awesome.
And you've used one of your light attacks.
I'll make that as a resource.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now for you.
Thank you. So I just attack them, and by dispatching them, I actually get free movement now without attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, because they're dead. All right. So you move over there. Cool, cool, cool. Trakos, you're up.
I'm not knowing what's around the corner. First, I'm going to move here. Oh, and I see them. And then I'm going to. I see that. And I'm just going to go right back to where I started. It's,
That's a
Ignore
terrible
the circle.
place. I do not wish to be
Just for
there.
something later. It's a city place.
Yeah, right. All right, Zach.
all right.
What up?
Okay. So this circle, let me play with that
Yes.
for a moment.
5, 10, 15. That's a 20-foot radius circle.
10 foot,
Excuse
10 foot
me.
radius.
Yeah, 20-foot diameter circle. Currently affecting all 6 enemies inside. What is it you are doing? What is it that you are doing?
I'm thinking that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking I can fit some more guys in this circle. So instead, what I will do is, I think
You're gonna what?
I'm just gonna attack the guy nearest to me.
Very good. That would be this one. 29 will hit. And you kill it.
Next.
Just a reminder, gentlemen, your melee attacks have a 15-foot range, just in case you were curious.
That's right. That's right.
That
That's
crits
awesome.
this one. I'm pretty sure just from bonus damage alone it's dead. Because it's that plus 46.
Wild. I'm not frenzied, so I don't get that third attack.
Correct. So you have
Then I
your
will
movement
hold
remaining.
reaction and bonus action, I guess, right? Yeah.
Very good. Alright, 4th round of combat. Ding, 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 ding. These things are in my way. I hate these little placards. They're always in front of my overlay. So if I go like this, and I go like this, and I go like this, and I go like this. Perfect. That works out just fine. So first things first. The ghouls run up on you, Zach. And this one is going to bite at you, hitting for 12 piercing damage. I think resisted. This one also runs up and bites at you. Thought I clicked bite. Missing. This one also runs up on you and bites at you. Missing. This one runs up on you and swings at you with a two-handed longsword, hitting
Hitting.
for 11 slashing, resisted to 5. And is then going to fail its attempt to life drain you. So
Is that all you've got?
all that happens. This one sneaks between 2 trees and fires a longbow at you a couple of times, both hitting
Both hit.
for 7 and 9, which is resisted to 4 and
7.
4.
So 8 total.
Sorry, 3 and 4. 7, yeah.
Because you round because it's
Yeah,
separate
the 7
damage,
becomes a
separate
3,
attack.
the 9 becomes a 4. Yep, that's why you don't combine before you round. This one is also going to shoot at you, Zach, with a couple longbow shots, but will miss terribly, and
Okay.
that's not good. This guy runs up on you, Jeff, and will bite at you, but missing. And this guy will also run up on you and bite at you, and I think missing as well. This guy closes the gap, closes the gap, closes the gap. Okay. Um, both of you make perception checks. Jeff, you hear
Hearing, I assume I know what that sound is.
it's the middle of combat. That's the noise you hear. React accordingly.
Brother, we have company from above.
I look up when he says that.
As you look up, you see approaching from the south in the air these.
Would we know what those are?
Um, they look like small dragons. Jeff, I think you're muted or your sensitivity's too low that it's missing things you're saying. One of the two.
Test 1, 2.
Hear you.
Gotcha.
All right. And that brings up Kratos' turn.
Memento. Everything's jacked up. It must just be the headset. Okay, I will speak more loudly. So, cheese mode. What's 10-foot cone? I imagine I could hit 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that.
So this is a 10-foot cone. Sorry, that's a 15-foot cone. My apologies. Let me redraw that. Polygon. Boom. 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 This is a 10-foot cone. So, however we adjust it, whatever space it intersects with is affectable. And
Okay.
you can put the vertex of the cone on any perimeter of your space, essentially.
So it is those 5. Yeah.
Currently, this hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. I'm tempted to go nuke right now with my heavy attack, but I'm not trying to hurt Zach that much.
This would
So
currently not hit Zach.
yeah. Uh, in other words, saving my meteoric slam. That's. We're gonna wait for the baddies to fly above. Anyway, I will attack the white as before, and then my second attack will be the meteoric slam.
Okay. Make your attack. 23 will hit for. Sorry, that's meteoric slam damage.
Oh, blast
Just
of faces. There we go.
just click the blades. Hang on, what do you? You need to roll damage for Blades of Chaos first. Thank you. 15 plus 5,
20.
20 damage.
Sorry, and then blast of Hephaestus is
Blast of Hephaestus is the light attack.
18 if they don't resist.
So
No,
that's
21.
21, and then 4 ghouls and a white save throw dex. Ghoul, 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 and white. They all take full brunt of the 21 damage.
Blackjack.
One of the ghouls is felled. The rest don't look phenomenal. Okay, so those are your attacks.
Okay, so I've done. I don't have anything I can do with my bonus action, right?
I don't think so.
It's too late.
You could end and re-enter a
Then,
rage. I mean, that you can end your rage at will and use a bonus action to re-enter it
so I can end it at will, and then I could re-enter it with frenzy.
if you wanted to.
Do it.
Okay, so you get a refresh on your duration, so you get 10 more turns of rage,
Mhm.
and
So I'm now down to 3 rages left.
yep, and you now can get
And
your bonus action attack on each turn,
oh,
which I believe
basically, you,
does. Well, it would affect the turn you did it, but you've used your bonus action to frenzy. I
yes.
mean to rage.
So yeah, you see essentially an attack, and then right after the attack, like a Goku, like Kaioken.
Time's done.
I'm not gonna move anywhere.
You can't move
For
anywhere.
well, yeah.
Trakos.
Oh, get us out of here. Now, how does everybody look around me? Like, pretty
Um,
damaged?
pretty poor, save for the 4 on the edge, but the ones real close to you are looking pretty rough. So this one and this one and this one and this one look fine, but the 4 in the middle look oof.
All right. So, all right. So even the heavy is used as a the second attack, correct?
Yeah, so either of your 2 attacks can be used as your heavy attack. I believe that's what that says.
Got it. So you said the one guy. I'm gonna attack one of the guys that has no damage. You know that doesn't look like it's been attacked.
Oh, sorry. You may only augment one attack each turn with a heavy attack rune. So you could augment both your attacks as a light attack, but only one can be augmented as a heavy per turn. That's the only
You can do
restriction.
2 light attacks.
Yeah, you could use 2 runes to do 2 light attacks.
All right. So I'm gonna use
I
my
mean, technically with
regular.
your bonus action, you could use 3 runes to do 3 light attacks, but you can only do 1 heavy per turn.
Sure. So but I still get one regular Blades of the Chaos attack, correct?
At the moment, you get 2 regular attacks, which you can do with whatever you wish, including augment them into a light or a heavy attack.
Okay. So I will use the first standard Blades of Chaos attack on one of the unharmed enemies,
So you
preferably outside of this circle. So the guy that's closest to Kratos.
outside of this circle would be either of these 2, which you can reach both with your 15-foot range.
Yes. So the one that's I guess closest to.
Equidistant, just choose top or bottom. Top, okay. So make your attack roll against that ghoul. A 23 will hit. Roll for damage. 16 and 4 is 20 damage.
Now my second will be augmented with Hyperion Charge, my heavy attack.
So your second attack is your heavy
Excuse me,
attack.
Hyperion Slam. Yeah,
Hyperion Slam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So do I still roll a regular attack?
No.
Or just roll
So,
Hyperion
like I
Slam?
said to Jeff, you forego your regular attack to instead do whatever the augmented attack says. Some of those augmented attacks say make 3 melee attacks, but some of
So
those
I go
augmented
back.
attacks are like a spell. So Hyperion
So
Slam is simply it just
29
does each
damage.
creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point within 15 feet of you must make a dex save or suffer a bunch of damage.
So they got 29 damage. Anybody in that circle?
I need to do 2 dex saves. The others are just auto dead based on that damage. But 2 ghoul dex saves. 1 saves and only takes 10. You say 29?
29.
Sorry, I thought I
Three,
did.
3 rage plus 26 fire.
Yeah, 29. Half of 29 is 14. The rest of them all perish in a fiery blaze.
Well done, Trakos.
Nice. All right, guys, listen. For these next couple turns, I do have to run upstairs for a moment. I think the kids need a little bit of help there.
Okay.
So I will be back in a short moment. Sound good? Maybe like a couple minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
I
While
have coffee running through me, so do you wanna get through the wormlings and then we can take a very short 1 minute break?
yeah, I was just gonna have the wormlings do their thing now. So they are each going to essentially perform a dive bomb. So they have 60 feet of flight. So each one is going to fly 15 feet ahead of you in succession, and they're going to cold breath a cone hitting the both of you. So I'll need you both to make 3 con saves. And I'll need him to do the same.
Wonder if they have that nasty little flyby ability.
So you take half that, Jeff, as cold damage.
So I take 73 damage. Half.
No, do half
Or no,
each time. Yeah.
13, 12, and 11. Okay.
Yeah. For math purposes, I'm gonna roll his saves. He saves all 3, so he also takes the same amount. What's the math come out to?
13, 12, and 11, 36.
Yeah, like 12 times 3. All right, so you both take 36 cold damage.
Could have been way worse.
And the only other thing is if you have a reaction available, because it's a 15-foot cone fire breath or cold breath, they're actually within your melee range because your melee range is 15 feet. So as they fly out in their dive bomb, you can make an attack of opportunity on one of them, each of you, with your reaction.
I would most certainly love to do that. And I choose you. The one that's directly in front of Zach. I can only see 2 of them currently.
The other one's right on the other side of this wall.
I see. But I can target that one.
You could target that one.
I'd
You
like
can
to
target
that.
any of the 3 of them.
Yes, that one I'd like to target. So I attack with Blades of Chaos, opportunity of attack of opportunity.
16, unfortunately, isn't enough to get the guy.
I figured these dudes are hard to hit.
Yeah, just wasn't quite enough. Um, I am going to assume Zach would aid you and try to attack the same one as an attack of opportunity. But unfortunately, he also misses. So they then float away some distance, not too far.
And then it would be
It would be then
my
your turn.
turn at the top of the. Okay, I'll
Yep.
be right back.
Yep. Ooh, did we use Sentinel there? It's when you hit. Neither of them hit. Okay.
My headset is back in. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Is Zach back yet? I'm not looking at
No.
the laptop. Okay. How high off the ground are these wormlings hover?
30 feet up.
30 feet. And do you mind performing the calculation to figure out how high I could reasonably jump a running start to possibly bridge that gap with a 15-foot ranged attack?
Yeah, let's see. So, Kratos, you are a barbarian, but you're not a tiger totem, so that doesn't matter. Your strength score is 18. Your bio says that you're 6'2". With a running
However,
start, your high jump is 7 feet off the ground.
and that's space between my feet. So I think I would put like 2 foot
So it
short,
says
basically.
you can reach up and grab something with a running start that's 16.2 feet off the ground with a 15-foot range. If you were directly beneath a dragon, I will give it to you that with a running start, your vertical leap would put them 30 feet within your melee range, because your hand would be
Oh,
basically just over 15 feet up.
right, right. And how many feet of movement for a running start? Half your movement
10
speed?
feet.
10, oh, so 10 feet horizontal to
If
get
you move 10 feet
minimum.
horizontal and position yourself directly under one of the wormlings at their current position, you'd be able to attack them.
Plan starts to unfold.
And
Um,
because Trakos has identical stats, the exact same thing is true for him.
this is actually really. Sorry, I had a button on my headset. This is actually really fun having someone who does the same thing as you. Can you imagine this in an actual campaign? That
Yeah,
would be.
I thought this character was actually really fun.
I would love to play this character in the campaign. Just run
So
around.
my original plan when I built this was if I ever needed to run a one man one shot. That's why it was Kratos, because he's like a one man army. And
Sure,
I was
sure.
just gonna throw you like droves and droves of little garbage.
I so many of the attacks are like you can go for big damage that only hits a limited range, or you can
Yeah,
go
well,
for
I mean
smaller damage that will.
they're all modeled and named after actual video game maneuvers, and to the best of my ability, what they actually did in game.
definitely noticed that. Uh, it would be fun to run another campaign, kind of like we did with the level 20s, but even if it was only level 10s or something, like have like a, we call it a Super Smash campaign. Like one of us is Link, one of us is Kratos, one of us is
Yeah, that could be cool.
almost done heating up my fried rice.
It's all good. Zach's not back yet.
So let's get on here. List of all the names when you're running. You're within range. Oh, just thinking out loud. The two wormlings that I can see are within sprinting range.
So you can see this one. He's 2 squares below his current position on the map. He's just up in the air.
Okay. Gotcha. Barbarian actually sounds like fun, but I feel like you'd have to give it something to be not just one-dimensional when combat.
I mean, that's the whole point of the barbarian. They're soak tanks. They don't have super high AC, but they resist basically all incoming damage and they deal absurd amounts outgoing. And there's other paths. Although this is just your basic path of the Berserker Barbarian. There's like Path of the Totem Warrior, which gets these like animalistic augments. Most druids will take will take enough levels in Barbarian to get Path of the Totem Warrior for Bear Totem, because they get a bunch of like bear HP.
It just becomes impossible to
If you're a wild shape druid
hold it down.
with the Bear Totem Barbarian on you, you can't be killed. You just shift into like a polar bear, you get 100 and something health with high AC, and then when you die as a polar bear, you go back to being a druid, and then use your bonus action to shift back into a polar bear. You have like effectively like 600 and something health. Yeah. I miss my werewolf. Remember that werewolf druid from the first campaign we played with Steve?
Dude, and you really
I put a lot of work into that druid.
yeah, you did. That was, I think you were the werewolf druid and that was the sorcerer, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
And Mike was the Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones with the whip.
Hmm.
What was his character? I'm so used to Wallace at this point.
He was a halfling, I
Um,
think.
that's right. He was. Yeah. That's right. And somewhere like stuck in perpetuity, stuck in purgatory of like I think what some sewer beneath some town that was corrupted by undead.
Yeah, we were past that part. We were in a combat with these weird, like, spider silk razor wire things.
That's right. And we had to kind of figure out where they were going to be, even though they could
Yeah.
attack and then disappear.
It was a cool mechanic,
Hmm.
but it never got fleshed out because Steve just got overwhelmed.
Seems like he's enjoying himself now with us, which is cool.
Yeah, it's a little more relaxed. He's in a little more stable spot now that he's out in Michigan.
Welcome back, Zach.
Hey, there he is. So, Zach, while you were gone, and I think you're muted. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry about
All
that,
right.
guys.
While you were gone, the wormlings did like a dive bomb maneuver, circling ahead, diving in, each blasting a bunch of cold damage at you through their breath weapons, dealing 26, 25, and 22 damage each, but you resisted it with your saving throws.
Oh my god.
So you took half that. And then they fluttered off. They're 30 feet off the ground in their positions. This one I just moved on the map is actually 2 squares lower than that. You can't see it because of dynamic lighting, but you can see it because it's 30 feet in the air. We also determined, based on the jump mechanics, that with your 15-foot range, your 18 strength score, and the fact that you're barbarians who are 6'2", with a 10-foot running start, if you end up directly beneath a creature that is 30 feet in the air, you can leap and attack in range.
That's awesome.
Because your hands can get 16.2 feet up as a result of your vertical leap with a running start, which puts 30 feet within range.
That'll be the most badass sword stabby jump.
Additionally, I mean, you have javelins and things if you need to, but just figured I'd let you know. With that, I did not mean to do whatever that was. It is Jeff's turn. Oh, I also, because they dive bombed, it's a 15-foot cone. They had to be within your melee range, so as they left, I gave you each an attack of opportunity, which I did roll for you, Zach, but you missed.
I missed as well.
Yeah, you both missed, unfortunately. And it's now Kratos' turn.
The two that are to my right, top and bottom, which one is more damaged, if any?
The top one is considerably more damaged.
Okay. Attack the top one first with a regular attack.
Very good.
So many different attacks.
15 will hit. Dispatching it.
Second attack. Yeah.
Second attack. Yeah. 14 will hit.
Oh.
For 24 damage.
Well. And this thing here, is this a ghoul?
It
Good
is.
swinging.
Uh-oh. Sorry. For some reason, all of my other baddies' turns disappeared. All the ghouls should have had a turn because they're at the top of the order. But they left the turn order for some reason. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
The dragons are the bottom of the turn order, but the ghouls and whites were the top of the turn order. So let's just... I'll give you those attacks when it's your turn. So that'll be fine. But before that happens...
They each get a couple hits.
Before that happens, the ghouls and whites need to take their turn.
Heard.
Alright. So the two whites are going to fire longbows at Zach. Sheesh.
Why do they keep critting me?
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
Tied to the defender.
So
Hi.
you take 2 and 6 piercing damage. That's what you take. So 8 total. Then this ghoul is gonna run up on you and bite you.
Miss.
This ghoul's gonna step forward and bite Jeff. And the other ghoul's also gonna bite Jeff, missing horribly. And then on Jeff's turn, he's gonna dispatch those two ghouls.
I still have a bonus attack.
You do still have a bonus action.
Your attack reaches 15 feet too.
It's not really there. I just am putting it
I
there
hope
so
this
I can.
pans out. So I'm gonna run here. Oh, there's two there.
Yes.
Oh. Fuck. All right. Well, I said I was gonna do it, so I'm doing it.
Okay, you charge head first.
I assume I provoke an attack of opportunity from him.
It does, in fact, provoke a bite, which
Do I
is
get a retaliation, or is that only if he actually hits?
that's if he hits you.
I was hoping for that. I was willing to trade damage with him.
Yeah, wholly ineffective.
Wait a second. This is why I did the thing. So can I use my bonus attack from Frenzy to dispatch, to use a charge of...
Yes, any of your attacks can be augmented. So that's what, your fourth light attack?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I wanted Slam. Meteoric Slam. That's why I said heavy attack.
Oh, okay. That would be a heavy attack,
So
yeah.
ignore that. Ignore that roll.
Meteoric Slam. Drawing from your place, you summon a rare flaming rock 20-foot radius, which would hit both of them, obviously. 40-foot high cylinder centered on yourself that also hits the Jagron. Each creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 fire.
Do I hit all five? I think I hit all five, but I missed Zach, don't I?
It's a 20-foot radius. You do hit all five, and you miss Zach.
That was the key.
Yep.
Beautiful.
You do hit all five, and you miss Zach. So I need to do dex saves. A
Yes,
ghoul, 2 dragon, and 2 white dex saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Your DC is 19.
Sir.
So 1 ghoul saves, and in total, it's 18, 19, 20, 21 damage? Okay. Minus 21. Minus 21. Minus 21. Minus 21. And the ghoul saves, so he only dies. Cool.
Geometry of these attacks was a lot of fun.
How many total light attacks have you done so far, Jeff?
I believe just two.
Blades, 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 blades.
So that's now accounted for.
1 blast. Alright, cool. Yeah, just make sure you're keeping track of that. No worries. Alright. Trakos, you're up.
Okay, so can you explain to me now? I need a 10-foot running start, and then I can jump and get those wormlings, right? Are they how high are you guys?
If you move at least 10 feet in a direction, and you end up positioned directly beneath one of the dragons, you will then have enough range to leap vertically into the air and attack it.
That's so cool.
Successfully hit, you can pull it up to 15 feet towards you, so then you could attack again with your normal attack.
You could choose, as Jeff mentions, to use one of your attacks as a thrown weapon. And if it fails a
And
strength save, it can be pulled 15 feet directly towards you.
that's pretty cool. Now, can I use Spartan Charge vertically?
Let me see. You rush forward, surrounded by fire magic, slamming into an enemy. Um, no, because your normal movement speed implies running and walking, not jumping.
Okay. Can I can I do these? Oh, actually, hang on. I'm gonna uh drop rage,
Yep.
re-rage with frenzy.
Okay. So that's your bonus.
Mhm. And then can I do the thrown weapon attack second? It has to be first. Pulling him in.
Um, you could do it second if you wanted. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. So then the first thing I'm gonna do is run, charge, jump, attack.
To whom are you running?
Uh, southeast.
Southeast. Okay. So you run here. I'm going to offset you just a bit so you can still see yourself. But you're underneath him. You leap in the
Yes.
air and you make a normal attack roll with the Blades of
No.
Chaos, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Normal attack roll.
So go ahead and do that. That's going to hit. And you cut it out of the sky.
I superhero land.
Nice.
Does he have enough movement to run, jump, and attack again?
He has an additional 20 feet of movement. Excuse me, an additional 25 feet of movement.
Oh hell yeah, I do.
How does jumping work mechanically in terms of using your
Do it
movement?
again.
I don't know if you can
Oh,
jump
okay.
twice. Jumping may consume movement. I believe jumping uses that many feet of movement. Because you cannot jump farther than your remaining movement. So technically, the 15 feet in the air you jumped also used 15 feet of movement. So you actually only have, what did I say before? 25? So you only have 10 feet of movement remaining.
That would be close enough
Okay.
to range it.
That's fine. I'll be close enough for the whites. Yep.
That's true. Okay, so you move there.
I gotta say, this might be the only
And
time I'm excited about not Mike not playing D&D.
and just a regular attack on
Top or
that
bottom?
clown girl.
On top or bottom?
Well, it depends on how I feel, you know. I mean, sometimes top, sometimes bottom.
Yeah, but which one are you currently attacking?
This one here.
Okay, 26 hits. For 23 damage. Okay.
Oh, wait, I have a third attack, don't I? Yes, I
No,
do.
you used your bonus to re-enter rage.
Oh, it's a bonus. Oh, okay, that's part of the bonus. Got it.
Yeah. All right. The dragons circling overhead. This one is going to dive bomb to here and blast you both with a cone attack of breath.
Rejudge.
Yes, it did. So I need you both to make con saves.
What's the DC?
You both save, so you both take 10 damage.
GM is being very kind to us there. That it's only a DC 12.
I think so.
I'm not. That's rules as written.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And it's
10 total?
10 total. Then it's going to fly back to here and is 30 feet in the air. This one is going to just fly off in a direction. You see it hovering like 40 feet up over here. Um, and that brings up the whites. Uh, this white is going to walk to here and is going to swing at you with a longsword, Zach, and miss. It's then going to
Miss.
try and drain your life and also misses. This one also continuing to focus you does the same thing. Will hit with a longsword for 12 slashing. You take 6. And then it will fail to life drain again. And that brings up Kratos' turn. I need you both to make perception checks.
Uh-oh.
You both hear a sound.
That sounds bigger.
And hovering something like 60 feet in the air, you see.
I see the corner of the token and it looks big.
Yep, you see the corner of a couple tokens, I think.
And the hits just keep on coming. Alright.
Kratos, we've got him coming.
Crack my knuckles. I'm ready. Put me in.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do need to do that, though. Okay.
Between the two,
Descending.
does either one look substantially worse than the other?
This one looks substantially worse than the other.
Okay. He gets my first.
That's a hit,
Way to
and he's
chaos.
dead. He had 1.
Should have just.
Yeah. Dink. You could literally have unarmed striked him to death because you do 5 damage on your unarmed.
Alright. The second one, close to me.
That's a hit. For Exactsies.
Good swing.
So 40 feet of movement. I see a big guy here, a big guy there. They can probably reach us almost anywhere, but you know what? Alamo. And I'd smack Trakos on the back of the head, like, come this way. Wait, hold on. 40 feet was. And that's my turn.
So you just run 40 feet over there.
Yep.
Okay. Trakos.
Okay. I will follow. But also, am I going to be able to reach him by jump, this guy here?
No, because he's 40 feet
Yeah,
off the ground.
he didn't attack. He just floated away. So the only one who's within range right
Got
now
it.
is this one. I don't know if you can see him. He's over here.
Yeah, I can see him in the corner. What's the range on the javelin?
I think it's 40, 60.
3120.
Oh, 3120. There you go. So up to 30 feet thrown at no disadvantage. Over 30 feet, you throw at a disadvantage.
Can I jump 10 feet in the air and throw it?
Yeah.
You should get inspiration for creating a Leonidas throwing a javelin at Ryan.
Yes, that's exactly it.
This is exactly this. Almost. If I had known you were going to do that, I would have then said, on my turn, I'm going to stoop down.
Give him the boost.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow,
in
so,
theory, you
they're-
could run under this dragon, jump up, and throw a javelin at it.
well, in theory, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So that will
Except I'm going to run
use
to here,
that'll use
jump
25 plus
20 feet
15. So that'll use 40 feet of movement.
to land right underneath him.
To run directly underneath him and leap is all of your movement.
Perfect, that'll work. And then I will.
Wait, I guess he would occupy the same because he's on the ground, right?
Well, yeah, he's on the ground and the thing's 40 feet in the air.
Yeah, so then I will run, jump, javelin that bad boy.
Very good.
Right in the eye.
A 20 will hit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I have to move you just so I can access the token. Okay. It takes a javelin to the body. Anything else? I guess probably not.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes? Your
I
earbuds
can't hear.
died, so I think you're back on a regular mic.
Wait a second.
I guess so. I am back. Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you have anything else to do, Zach?
I don't believe I can reach anyone from here, so no. Oh, can I
Alright.
throw another javelin? Do I have more than one javelin?
You have more than one javelin, but you're now landed on the ground, so you could throw your second one at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. How many javelins do you have? You have 4 total. The 15 will unfortunately miss.
Oh, I'm glad I tried. How many did you say I have?
You have 2 remaining after throwing 2. All right. The beating wings come.
Wait, can I, it sounds silly, but can I throw a third one because of my bonus?
Um, can you make a ranged attack with your frenzy? Let me see.
Just to clarify, I don't think I'm going to, but I'm just curious if I can.
Nope. Frenzy only allows you to make a melee weapon attack.
Roger that.
All right. The larger white dragons come swooping through for a dive bomb. Like so. And they are going to blast the both of you with a couple of cold breath attacks.
Ew.
So I'll need you both to make con saves.
Many.
2 con saves. Jeff saves and takes half of that. Trakos fails and takes the full brunt of that.
Oh boy.
So I take half of 56.
You take half
I'm
of
down.
both of those.
Both, huh?
The 56 and the 32. So half of 56 is what, 28?
28, 16,
28 and 16.
38, 44.
So
Yeah, I'm down.
actually, Trakos, you have a thing where when you die, you cannot die. I think it's called resilient.
Yes, yes.
No, not
Dust for
resilient.
the 1 HP.
Which one is it?
Persistent rages? Relentless rage.
Yeah. So because you're raging, when you drop to 0, you can instead make a DC 10 con save. So make one more con save. So now you have 1 health and you are still up.
Alright, our backs are to the wall here.
I wiped some blood off my lips. We're going down with a fight.
The this little dragonling is going to land next to you, Jeff, and bite at you for Tygos the Defender. This one also lands next to you and bites at you, missing. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Dragonling, adult, adult. Oh wait, I don't know why I did 5, just 4. Dragonling, adult, adult. Well, that might have just sealed the party's fate. In any case, it is Kratos' turn. The dragons, after blowing their breaths, are in fact 30 feet in the air.
The big guys. The little guys are next to me.
The wormlings are on the ground next to you. Did either of you take the Apollo skill?
The heal? No.
Possibly an oversight.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, I'm
Oh.
going to...
No, never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna move... I mean, there's really no way to run from these things. So we have to nuke them. But the only way I can nuke them with my heavy attack, which won't kill him this turn, definitely kills you. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to buy one more round for...
Just to make sure you guys know everything that's in your toolbox, I'm just linking that in chat.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever a time, right? Okay, I will go full blast. Oh, and you can freely decide it doesn't consume. Okay. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, the only downside is the attacks against you are at advantage.
I mean, at this point, right? He's at 1, and there's going to be some splash damage. Okay. Oh, wait a sec, but I haven't made my first attack yet. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to move here, and that is, what, 5 feet of movement? Or 10?
That's 10 feet of movement.
Okay, so I provoke an attack of opportunity from him, right?
You do.
That's a hit, which I actually wanted.
So that would be 4 piercing plus 1 cold.
So 5.
Yep.
Okay. But I get to retaliate.
You can use your reaction if you wish. Dealing 19, 23, 26. Very good.
Okay. So he's still.
Both of them are looking pretty tough. Pretty rough, I mean.
Right. Okay. So that was my.
That was just your reaction. That's it.
So I still have attack, extra attack, bonus attack.
Correct.
All right. And then I have movement after that.
Correct.
So, okay. I'm going to attack that one.
Mm-hmm. That would be a crit. It's definitely dead because of all the extra dice you roll.
But the process is the process here. So
Roll 46. What's that? 16, 31, 41,
I mean, he's Kratos after all.
47 damage.
All right. And now I have 2 more attacks against this punk ass in front of me.
Which is also, not looking hot.
So here we go.
29 will hit. Dead.
Okay. How high off the ground are these things again?
They're both 30
30 feet?
because they use their breath weapons and they have to be within 30 feet.
I'm sorry, Zach.
Uh,
How many feet of movement do I have to expend? Basically, I want to run underneath, say, here, or as far as I can get. I mean, I'm gonna hit Zach no matter what. And I want to use my heavy attack to hit both of them, which their height doesn't matter anyway. So
What's your heavy attack again?
It's the. I'll link it.
Meteoric Slam, right?
Yeah. So it's the big cylinder.
And that's centered on you.
Yep.
Your remaining movement is, I mean, you can get as far as here on your remaining movement.
you should be able to get me out of that blast.
Oh, then let's do that.
Yeah, you have 40 feet of movement total. You only use 10.
I'm so used to having 30.
But even if you only had 30, that would still put you here.
Right, the diagonal.
But if you were to go your full 40, or 30 rather, and then 20 feet back would hit both of them. So you could run
Done.
you could run to here and use your heavy and not hit Zach.
That's what I'm gonna do. Like calling down a spirit bomb or something.
All right.
So,
You do so.
all right. Here we go, baby. Wow.
That's
Bludgeoning,
great fire rolls, terrible bludgeoning rolls. I'm gonna move you here. But in any case, what is it? Dex saves.
Yeah.
They both take a full 26 damage.
All right. That was my last heavy.
Trakos, you are
Okay.
technically up. The best kind of
the
alive.
best kind of correct.
By the way, you can use that. I didn't actually die multiple times. It just becomes
Yeah, just
5
the
points
DC
harder each time.
higher, yeah.
Well, hey.
That'll give me hopefully at least another shot at this.
I mean, what's really fun
Okay.
is when you build this type of barbarian as a half orc who also has his own racial cheat death.
Oh, so
He just can't die.
Okay, so then I will use my other heavy attack.
Oh.
Hyperion Slam.
I meant to say at the beginning of that turn that after I got around the opportunity attack, then I wanted to do Relentless. But I understand it's too late. Or Reckless.
I mean, I don't know why that would matter. Because you didn't do an attack. You didn't perform an attack that did an attack roll. Meteoric Slam.
Well, no, I did the normal Blades of Chaos attacks against the Wormling earlier in that same turn.
But you didn't roll them at advantage, so I don't think you did Reckless.
I meant to turn it on, but I understand. It's too late now.
I guess my question is, why would you want it on if you didn't need it on?
Yeah, because it's only melee attacks, Reckless.
Reckless is because you hit with your attacks. I would not want to retcon that did that recklessly because you hit. So why would you want to then impose disadvantage or advantage on attacks against you as a result?
Well, I guess. Oh, because it's on your turn rather than round, so I can choose to enter it in any turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you already used your reaction anyway, so it's not like you can attack of opportunity back or something.
Right. Okay. All right. So Trakos, this is your blaze of glory.
This is your moment.
You either like dash to double move as far away from them as you can get, and hope that they don't. Sorry, from the box.
No, I'm barbarian. I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, or you go full like nuker brawler.
That's it. Yeah, it's just one last hurrah here. I'm just going to do my heavy attack. Like how high are they? 30.
They are currently both 30 feet up.
Oh, good. So I can attack one. Oh wait, do I have to run 10 feet? Oh yeah, I can do that. I can run 10 feet.
What is your heavy?
My heavy, I will link it in chat. It's Hyperion Slam.
Hyperion Slam. Okay.
Oh, where can I link it? Just the Hyperion Slam?
No, there's no link for
I
that.
can, yeah.
But I'm looking at it. I was just curious which one it was.
Yeah.
So each creature in type of radius sphere centered at a point within 15 feet, you must make a dex save or take 3d12.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll take a running jump at this guy here. Oh, I can't see a thing now.
Oh yeah, you're like inside of some tree dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just stand here then. That's fine. Attacking this guy here with the run and jump. So that would be just one. Where's my? There it is. Yeah. I gotta reopen my. There it is. My character sheet.
That was a good crit to get. Roll that beautiful crit damage. Plus 46.
Amazing. Oh my god, is that thing still alive?
You gotta roll 46 still.
Oh, I thought you said 46.
No. Plus 4d6.
4d6.
Because your brutal critical gives you extra damage dice. So we've got 18 plus 9 is 27 plus 11 is 38 damage. It is definitely still alive.
Oh man.
It was just one attack though. So.
That was just one attack. So you did 70 something damage on those two attacks last time. Okay, so then I will Hyperion Slam. Let me roll that. For 24 damage.
So I don't think that's gonna work.
4K.
Because you slam them in the ground, and then each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere, and they're 30 feet in the air.
Oh. But at a point within 15. Oh, it has to be on the ground.
Yeah, you slam your blades into the ground, and even if you raised the point 15 feet in the air, the top of the spear would be 25 feet up, which is still under their 30 feet height. So at the moment, I don't think Hyperion Slam is effective.
That will not work.
10-foot radius sphere, so that means it's 20 feet in diameter.
Yeah, but it's centered on your point, so you only get the radius above.
Right.
Bollocks. Yikes.
You guys have the damage to pull this out if you roll well and don't die. This is like it's pretty down to the wire, but it's possible.
It
If you
is
knock a
close.
flying creature prone, does that mean it falls?
Yes. And I would calculate fall damage as I think it's a d6 per 10 feet.
Oh wait, I could use. Um, they're 30 feet up. Can I? Can I take another? How much movement did I use? 10 feet
You,
forward plus.
you move 10, and then it's a 15-foot leap, so you've used 25 feet of movement so far.
So if I take another 10-foot run,
Then you would have 5 feet of movement remaining, which would be not enough to leap high enough
not
to.
enough to leap.
Yeah.
That would be high enough to leap 5 feet, which would. And you had to have 25 feet of range. No, I couldn't do it. Wait, how high can I standing leap?
That is also calculated. Stand by. There it is. You're without a running start. You can jump and reach your hands 12.7 feet off the ground. So you'd be like a foot and a half out of range without a run.
What about a 5-foot run? I'm just
Uh,
trying to
running
sneak
a
out
running start counts. Running
10
start is
feet.
calculated as 10 feet of movement.
Okay. Dang. Alright, and I have one attack left, and I can. Oh, well, I'll just javelin. The last thing I can do.
It's your last javelin, yeah.
No, I have two more, but I will.
Then you throw 3.
I did not. I tried to throw it as a
Oh, you didn't
bonus.
have the bonus. That's right. So you do have
I
2
didn't have the bonus.
javelins, and they're
But I only
within
have one.
range. They're within range that you wouldn't need disadvantage. That will hit for 12. Who are you hitting, by the way? The same one?
Same guy I attacked, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I land and rude gesture at both of them.
Do you only throw 1 javelin?
I can only throw one javelin because I used that other attack.
Mm,
Right?
you'd crit, and then you tried to Hyperion Slam, but you couldn't.
Oh, so I have another.
2 more weapon attacks.
Yeah, so you have 1 more after the javelin. You have 1 more weapon attack.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll just throw the other. Right?
You
No,
could,
are you sure? Because that wouldn't be the frenzy? Or that would be the.
but you are frenzying, so you get a bonus action.
Yeah, but I can't throw a javelin.
Why? Oh, you're right. Frenzy has to be melee.
That's what we decided.
Thank you for
yeah.
keeping me in check there.
Yeah.
All right, so that ends your turn, I think.
It does. I end with a rude gesture.
This Dagron is going to land in place because he can't breathe anymore. And while in place, he's going to. Oh, this might be rough. Even without the ice breath, this might be the end of you. But he's gonna bite you and claw you twice, Zach.
Oh, good glory. Okay, bring it on.
The bite
Come on,
misses,
AC.
the claw
Come on, AC.
misses, and the claw misses.
Come on, AC.
Wow.
You had to roll under 16 3 times. The odds of that happening
That's
I'm like,
that's pretty nuts,
pretty
man.
ah,
The
you got.
other one is going to use its momentum as it's circling overhead and come in for a dive bomb to you, Jeff, landing on the ground but breathing its fire breath. So I'll need you to make a con save, which I think because of one of your feats, you do at advantage. No, not advantage, just proficient. Which I think is already accounted for. Yeah. That's why your con save is 9. What is the DC? Tie goes to the defender, so you take 20.
Do I get a retaliation against him?
What does retaliation say? When you take damage or when you're hit by a melee attack? When you take damage from a creature that's within 5 feet of you. So you could, in fact, retaliate.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a straight up attack.
Cool.
I was thinking if I wanted to do Hephaestus, but I'd rather position. Oh.
That is going to miss.
Roll 3.
That's unfortunate. At the end of their turn,
One recharge.
it is your turn, Jeff. You have all reactions, actions, bonus actions, etc. returned.
Alright, I'm going full reckless mode.
All right.
So now I'm attacking at advantage.
Correct.
I have 3 light attacks left, but I can use all 3.
You can.
Correct? So what I hope to do is I want to position myself basically right here, such that my 10-foot cone would hit both of them with all 3 attacks.
Let me see.
Or if I have to, if I have to.
That would do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that would do it.
should I say here or should I say here?
If you move, well, if you move here, because the vertex of the cone has to be where you are.
I see. Okay.
So, but remember,
So the
they're
vertex is
like
where
this
I am.
square is as long as it passes through this square, you're hitting it.
Okay.
So this would work.
Let us do it. Let us do it at advantage. And let us.
Wait, is Blades of Hephaestus? Blades of Hephaestus isn't at advantage. It's just a
Oh, it's a DC, so
yeah.
that wouldn't.
There's no attack roll. You just do it.
Oh, hold on. So.
Which means you don't have to invoke Relentless, or Reckless rather, because you invoke Reckless the first time you, I think, make a melee attack, right?
And it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it absolutely makes sense to go for Hephaestus here. Okay. Go big or go home. So I'm not going to invoke Reckless. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
All right. So they both make 3 dex saves.
Yes.
All right. This is the dragon on the left's 3 dex saves. Boom, boom, boom. So he takes full damage.
56.
20, 36, 39, 42, 62, 65. Check your math.
Oh, because the rage, too.
Yep.
I wasn't. Yeah.
65. Yep.
Holy cow.
The other one is going to make 3 dex saves. This is the rightmost dragon. 1, 2, 3. He saves one of them, which is the second attack. So he takes 23 plus 23 is 46, and then half of 19, which is 10, which is 56.
Amazing.
And it is so close to dead.
Oh my god.
I'm so sad that that didn't kill it.
It resisted one, but wait. What if I. Do I still have movement to move away from. Are they both dead? Or no?
Neither of them are dead. One of them is really hurting.
Which one? The right one?
This one.
Okay.
So you have another 30 feet of movement.
weapon, I would like to move to here so I provoke an attack of opportunity from it.
It will mindlessly attempt to do so, because it's a beast. And well, it can only do it with its claw, not its bite, because you're still in its melee range of its bite. So it will attack of opportunity with a claw. It will hit you. You take 5 slashing damage.
That was a grave mistake. Don't suck. Don't suck. Actually, no. See, this is when.
Did you take the 5 first?
Yeah, I'm down to 32.
Okay.
This is why I wanted advantage. It was for attacks of opportunity, but okay.
But Jeff, this is the first melee attack you're making, so you could choose to recklessly attack on this attack.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Which either way you hit.
Choice. Yeah.
24 and 25 both hit, and you dispatch it. It had 1 health.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
Phenomenal. All right, Trakos, you're up.
Trakos.
Okay, so now Spartan Charge. Now with Spartan Charge, it doesn't say that there's any minimum amount of distance I must cross. Correct?
You can move up to your normal movement speed towards a creature.
Right. Okay, so then I will charge. Where is it? I Spartan Charge. With each of my 3 attacks. So on each hit, the attack will deal an additional 3d4.
Yep. So you're going to make 3 Blades of Chaos attacks for each hit. Wow. And I think it's calculated, so if you use Spartan Charge as your attack, it calculates the same damage. So, like, roll Spartan Charge. Yeah, so 26 hits. And when you roll the damage for Spartan Charge, it should account for the additional fire. Yeah, so yeah, it's like, if you look at the 12 fire, it's 4d6 fire.
Wow.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm going to do that 2 more times then.
Well, hang on. You do the first one, it needs to make a strength save.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it saves. But it takes 32 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, next attack. Spartan Charge.
I think that's where you're going with that.
20 will hit. It's got to make another strength save. It fails and is knocked prone.
Oh boy.
But
okay, so now
it's also dead.
Oh, okay.
I love how it's falling damage that kills it.
That's awesome. Oh.
And I did have planned, because I didn't know how effective you guys were going to be, I did have this on my map. But I deleted it as soon as I saw how much damage those breath attacks were doing to you.
Thank you. Because that would not have we would not have survived that one.
Because had it existed,
literally
it would have done 12d8 damage. And it's the con, because we're both roll a con save, both of you. Well, you would have saved, but because it's a DC 19 save.
Oh my god, what is that one? Holy cow!
That was the adult white dragon.
27 damage each.
But adult white dragon is a 13 challenge rating by itself.
That would have killed Zach again, although he would have had his roll back to 1. And taking me down to 5.
All right, so let's just play it off quick here. Let's see. So that would have brought me down. That would have given me I would have had to roll what? A DC 15?
DC 15 con save.
Con save.
All right, so you'd be alive at 1 again.
I'd still be alive at 1.
So we're gonna play this out with the adult dragon.
Play it out.
All right.
Let him. He's gonna kill us. So.
Well, he has a range on his breath weapon of 60 feet. So he's breathing on you from 60 feet in the air. That's the other thing. The wormlings have a 15 foot, so they're in range. The adult dragon, or the young dragon, has a 30-foot, so it's in range. But this guy can basically just sit 60 feet in the air and breath you, and then wait until it recharges and do it again.
So we would have to either climb and jump on top of this somehow, which is very Kratos-like. Like, I can climb.
That is very
I mean,
Kratos-like.
I would let you guys RP a way to hurdle one another at the dragon 60 feet using your strength and your Spartan charge and stuff.
I volunteer to hurdle Trakos because I have no attacks of any kind left. I'm just normal attacks.
And
All
can
right.
I use the slam? I know the slam has to be on the ground, but can it?
If
be
you're on its
back
back,
instead?
yeah, I would allow that.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Kratos,
But
get me up there.
here's the other thing. I need you both. Need you both to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah. So the other thing is, the moment it arrives, you're both frightened for a minute.
No, I don't think so.
Raging.
No, we're raging.
Oh, you're immune to fright?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All
Can't be
right.
charmed or frightened while raging. Yeah.
Well, then that's cool. That's a good thing. But you guys have 6 health between you. It did not recharge on the first round of combat. I will give you a freebie that between the two of you, you can throw Zach onto its back.
What do I have to roll again to throw Zach on?
I'm just gonna say it's successful. You can forego your turn to get Zach on his back.
All right, so I will put
All
the
right.
Blades of Chaos back, crack my knuckles once again, and then
I'll get
run, jump, and then
you basically run and jump with your blades behind you. Zach grabs hold of them and you slingshot him into the front of you, which he then uses his own leap off of you to jump the remaining distance.
We're using rocket science.
Yeah, and land on its back. So you're now on the back of an adult white dragon.
This is so cool. Okay. All right.
And it's your turn.
All right. So then I will use so what I used 3 of my light attacks.
Oh, go reckless.
Oh yeah. I'm going reckless. I still have 2 light attacks and 1 heavy attack left. I'm using them all this turn.
Very good.
So I will recklessly.
So toggle
charge.
toggle advantage and Spartan charge. The 24 hits.
Good thing.
And then it makes a strength save and fails.
Oh man.
So okay. It's 60 feet in the air.
Music gets knocked prone. That's what,
I'm gonna
60.
go play high stakes poker later tonight. I'm gonna go play high stakes poker later tonight, like I do every Tuesday. And I'm telling you, nothing at that table will come close to
All right. So hang on. First
HP.
First things first. It takes 31 damage. And then it takes another 20 damage from the fall and is knocked prone.
So does that give me an advantage on melee attacks?
Prone gives you advantage on melee attacks. It has disadvantage on its own attacks, and its only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up.
All right, so then I will use my last Spartan charge.
So the only other thing, Zach, is you need to make a dex save to not take the fall damage with it. It's a DC 16 dex save.
Oh.
All right. So you now need to make a con save with a DC 20.
20.
And you remain alive. This is phenomenal. I'm so glad I'm streaming this. All right.
Mike is gonna enjoy this one.
So that's your first attack.
All right, second attack. Can't kill me that easy. There's another Spartan charge onto it.
Another Spartan charge. The 26 will hit.
Oh my god.
For 19 and 17 is the same as 36. Very good.
It's got to, does it roll a save on that?
Oh, I mean, it's already knocked prone. It can't be knocked prone again.
Oh, sweet, okay. And then my final one will be my heavy attack. It'll be my Hyperion Slam.
I wonder if... Okay, yeah.
What?
Hyperion Slam is a dex save, which I think because it's prone...
Disadvantage?
No, disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a dex save, fails, and takes 32 more damage.
Yeah. I am still on its back. That was a hell of a turn.
It is now its turn, because again, Jeff used his turn to get you up there. But it's now on the ground, prone,
With me on
and
its back.
uses its movement to stand up. Now, it's now got a 15-foot reach on his tail, a 10-foot reach on his bite, and a 5-foot reach on his claw. So 3 attacks. 1 with his bite, 2 with his claws.
One question, one point of order. So you said that I had already taken my turn.
Your
to get back
turn,
up there.
your turn was getting him up there, and you were top of the order. Instead of having you roll anything to succeed or fail, you used your turn to catapult your friend to 60 feet in the air.
Right. So what I'm looking at now is it's its turn, but I'm at the very bottom of the order. Shouldn't I be underneath the monster at this point? Since I'm
Yes. Sorry. It was out of order.
Okay. Okay. No.
Yep, it's all good. So it is going to use one of its attacks to try and shake you off of its back, Zach.
Okay.
So it's going to make an athletics check against your athletics. So roll athletics.
A save?
No,
No.
just a skill check.
Okay, and check. I got it. Athletics check. Oops, sorry, not an advantage.
So it's a 16.
Yep.
And it rolls an 8. So it foregoes one of its attacks to fail to shake you off. It's going to use its second attack to try and shake you off again. So make another athletics check. It fails to shake you off a second time. It's then going to swing its tail at you, Jeff. And unfortunately, a 28 is definitely going to hit for 17 bludgeoning damage.
That puts me at 0, so I get a DC
So
10 now.
you get a DC 10 con save to stay at 1. And you are at 1. Barbarians are amazing. Now, as an adult dragon, it also gets legendary actions.
Of course.
And it's going to use that to wing attack everything within 10 feet of it. So I need you both to make dex saves.
Suppose I am technically within 10 feet, huh?
Yeah.
Ouch.
So
Okay.
you're both going to take 14 damage. So that's a
I'm
DC
down.
15 and a DC 25 con save.
Oh
no!
That the wing attack.
Ah, so close! A wing attack.
But I still, I guess.
No.
No, wait, Jeff.
DC 25 this time.
Jeff's DC is 15 because he already
that
dropped,
was for the dead.
and your DC was
boy.
25 because you already dropped.
It
It was possible, but it just
How
didn't
close were
pull
we?
it out. It had 81 health. You did. It had started with
One
200.
more round.
It started with 200, and in one round you dealt 119 damage to it.
Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome.
The
TPK.
the adult white dragon buffets you both with his wings, slamming you to the ground, and as the light fades from your eyes, the blades fall off your wrists, uncoiling their flaming chains, and crumble into primordial ash. The dragon places a heavy foot on your chest and breathes white fire into the sky as it roars in victory, mourning over the death of his brood before him.
Zach perishes with a.
Wow, but that was cool, man. That was
a
fun.
lot of fun.
That was fun. You
That's
guys
awesome.
almost killed an adult dragon, two
With
young dragons, 3 wormlings, and a handful of undead.
Holy crap. If we didn't take so much damage from the undead at the beginning, actually probably wouldn't have made too much.
It wouldn't have made too much of a difference. The breath weapons coming in were.
Yeah, that's just too big.
Yeah. But imagine you guys took the heal, and for 2 rounds you were dealing 119 damages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the power of that heavy. It basically gives you like 2 full free rounds of combat as long as you're hitting things.
I suppose that probably would have been worth them knowing we would do that much. Then again.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to know. There was no
There's
way to
no way
really
we
know
would've
your
known
damage
that,
output
yeah.
until you start rolling things.
Because then you know, if you use the heavy, well, I guess you could use. So you use the heavy and then you still burn 2 normals, right? And then the next round you burn all 3 normals. So that could be. Wow.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could have had
it would've been.
5 normal attacks worth of damage as healing.
Wow. That would have been significant.
Yeah.
Instead of the AoE though. See, that's why it's not. It's hard to know. Would we have out-healed their damage, or
Yeah.
was it better to out-damage their damage?
You would have out-healed their damage for sure.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, Zach did 119 damage in 1 round. That's almost your whole health pool.
Yeah, seriously.
I was like, that seems like the cheese option. I didn't expect the dragon at the end. I was like, oh, Jim, that was a close call. And then you're like, by the way.
Yeah. On the map at the start of the fight, and you'll see in the stream if you watch the stream, there's a big old adult dragon on the GM layer, and I was like, delete. That's too much.
Well, it was, but not by much.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was fun.
Wing flap. So cinematic. So even though it says it costs 2 actions, it can do that whenever it's a legendary action.
The adult dragon has 3 legendary actions per turn. It can use those actions to attack with its tail, or do Frightful Presence, or do Wing Buffet. Wing Buffet takes 2 actions.
Wow.
I see.
Yeah. Things with legendary actions are strong. And that's how the game makes up for, like, when you have 7 party members and the enemy only gets to go once. Because legendary actions are technically used. Technically, I broke the rules. Legendary actions are only used at the end of another creature's turn. So really, it shouldn't have wing buffeted until one of you had taken its turn first. So, you know what? Rules is written. I'm gonna let Kratos take his turn before the wing buffet occurs. You're still dead on the wing buffet, but you get this turn to kill it. So you have 1 round, 1 chance to deal 81 damage.
Oh man.
And I get 3 attacks out of damage, right?
You get 3 attacks. It's
not
not prone because it got up and tried to shake off Zach.
No, but I'm reckless.
Well, if you're reckless, you're reckless. Yeah.
All right, so 3 attacks out of damage.
That's true.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
He might do it.
I think he might do it.
Slow roll this. Slow roll this. That's the first damage. That's what, 23?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second damage. We've got 22.
22.
Yo, I think you might have this.
Is it?
What do we got? 16, 20, 27, 30. You got it.
Yeah.
Yep. It had 6 health and you dealt 12 with your 4d6.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Rules is written.
Yeah.
Rules is written.
Rules
You
is
killed
written.
the adult dragon too. You heard it here
Yeah.
first, folks.
Buffett.
No, you got him before you wing buff it.
You got him before the wing buff it because he can't wing buff it until the end of your turn, and he died on your turn.
I have 1 HP. I'm laying on this thing's back.
Zach cheated death 3 times.
Wow.
If that's not a Kratos fight, I don't know what is.
That was unbelievable.
That was amazing. Please tell me you recorded that. You got that.
Oh yeah,
right?
the whole stream. I haven't stopped stream yet.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Mike has to watch that one.
Yeah.
This is a long stream, but yeah.
At least he has to watch the end of the battle there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like tell them to watch the first like 30 minutes and then the last 30 minutes.
Oh,
All right. With that, I'm gonna finally say goodnight to the internet. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate this fun little theater of the mind journey. I can't believe they pulled it out.
Wow.
We'll see y'all.
Awesome.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.